Hello YouTube, Blueboy TCG, bringing a Spellbook deck profile with Dogmatikas in it. I played this at my locals, got second place in our tournament, so I wanted to show it out to you guys. So starting off, obviously the main guy, 3 copies of Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, or Blueboy. He gets you into your small Spellbook engine that we play. One normal summon or flip face up, you add a Spellbook spell card from your deck to your hand. So he gets you to your spells. He's the heart and soul of the deck. For the other monsters, the Dogmatikas, we play 2 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur de Lis, and 1 Maximus. Sure, a lot of you guys know what these do. There's so much synergy with Dogmatikas and Spellbooks, it's crazy. They're all spellcasters, so all the Spellbooks spell cards work with them on the board. And that's about it for the Dogmatikas. Then we play 2 Iris Sword Soul. She's the most recent hand trap. During the main phase, if a monster whose effects are negated is on the field, you can special summon this card from hand. It's a quick effect. And then if your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can activate one of these effects depending on where that monster was special summoned. If it's from hand, you special summon a monster from your hand. If they summon from the deck, you draw 2 cards, and then if they summon from the extra deck, you destroy one of those monsters special summoned from the extra deck. She's nice, get another body on the board. She's also a spellcaster, so works with the spellbooks. For other hand traps, conventional hand traps, we play 2 Ash Blossoms and 2 Ghost Bell. Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell. She did some work that day. Not as much as I would have hoped. I don't know what else I would play besides her. I would have to do a little bit more playtesting to figure it out. That's it for the monster lineup. Spells, we play 3 Spellbook Secrets. Add searches for any Spellbook card, including Blueboy. Searches him too. Yeah, that's about it for that card. Then we play 3 Spellbook Knowledge. A searchable, draw 2. You send a spellcaster you control or a Spellbook card from your hand or face up on the field to draw 2. You could send any of your Dogmatika cards on the field. You could send monsters, or any spellbooks, any dead Spellbook spells in your hand besides Knowledge. Play 2 Spellbook Masters. This copies an effect of one of your normal Spellbook spell cards. So usually I'm copying either Knowledge or Secrets to get a additional draw 2 or additional search. Next, we played 2 Spellbook of Fate. One of the best cards, if not the best card of the deck. If you have a spellcaster type monster on the field, it has 3 different effects depending on how many spell cards you banish from your graveyard. If you banish 1, you turn 1 set spell trap from field to hand. If you do 2, you can change the position of your monster, either face down defense or face up attack. And then 3, banish 1 card your opponent controls, does not target. So use this to out a couple of Dragoons during the tournament. And it worked really nice. This card's so good. Really good. For the 1-ofs of Spellbooks, we play 1 Spellbook Tower, 1 Spellbook Life, 1 Spellbook Power, 1 Wisdom, and 1 Eternity. So these were a hit and miss. Eternity got back any of my Spanish spellbooks when I banished them for Spellbook of Fate. It was okay to recycle some of the spellbooks back. Wisdom. The theory behind this was sometimes people like to outwindow with Imperm, so that they could, that's one of their only outs. And so this was, in theory, to try to out that, because Wisdom protects spellcasters for the turn either by spells or traps. And Wind is a spellcaster, so Spellbook Power would be one for sure that I would change, because it didn't really come in handy for me during the tournament. It gives a spellcaster type monster 1,000 attack till the end of the turn, and then if that monster would destroy a monster by battle, you can add a Spellbook spell card from deck to your hand. So pretty nice, but I would change it out. Spellbook of Life, a monster reborn for spellcasters. You banish the spellcaster, reveal a spellbook in your hand to target a spellcaster type in your graveyard and special summon it. So this was okay. And then Tower, same thing. It was okay. Think I would cut it. It lets you recur your spellbooks from your graveyard, put them back in the deck, and then you draw an extra card during the standby. And then if it would be destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to the graveyard, you could summon a spellcaster type who's from hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of spellbook spell cards in your graveyard. That came up once and it was okay. Nothing crazy. So that's it for the spellbooks. For the non-spellbook spells, we play 3 Nadirs, obviously. Get into your Dogmatika stuff. Send a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then you add a Dogmatika monster. Or Albaz, but we don't play Albaz. From your deck or graveyard to your hand that has attack less than or equal to that sent monster to the graveyard. And then you can't summon it from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Then we play 3 Forbidden Droplets. Another Dragoon out. Another card to get over. This came in so much because it helped stop a lot of my opponents' combos, negated a lot of effects. Like Droplets came clutch that day. It was really good. Last spell, Call by the Grave, because this deck's really susceptible to hand traps. Not so much one hand trap stops everything. It's more like a lot. We play a lot of stuff that hand traps. Every hand trap can almost hit. So Ash, Drawing Long. So that's it for the spells. The traps. We play 3 Infinite Impermanence, negate monster effects, and then 1 Dogmatika Punishment, and the shit all Schism. Now to the extra deck. Decided to play 2 El Shaddai Window. The second one didn't come up, so might cut this one for something else. Gotta play test more to figure it out, but yeah, it's Window. Your opponent can only special summon once. Can't really say anything else about that. Then we played 1 Totally Awesome. We don't summon him. You send him with Nadir. If he's sent to the graveyard, you can add a water monster from your graveyard, add it to your hand. Or you target a water monster, add in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Blue Boy's water. So, totally would. That's why we play Totally Awesome. 1 Construct. Didn't go into this, but it's the option of going into. A lot of decks have a problem with Construct, so we play that. Next, play 1 Titanclad, 1 Apgalum. These are the 2 cards I usually sent with Maximus. Titanclad gets me Fleur de Lis at the end phase. Apgalum gets me Schism. Then we play 1 Intis. I probably cut the Window and play 2 Intis. That's probably what I would have done different. But you send this with Punishment, and then this goes off to target a card on the field, destroy it. So it's a destroy 2 basically with Punishment. Then we go to the links. We play one Artemis to link away Blue Boy or Fleur de Lis if we had to, but never did that. It was usually Blue Boy. You usually I went into this if I needed to get into my Dogmatika stuff, and because what I would do is link Blue Boy into Artemis, play Spellbook of Knowledge, send this away to draw 2. If I drew Maximus, then I'd banish this out of the graveyard to summon Maximus and continue playing from there. But if I had the Nadir and that combo, then I would link Blue Boy away into Amirage and then secure Garna, so Maximus could banish the Amirage. For the link 2, we play Nightmare Phoenix, and then Selene, BLS, access code. I don't remember if I went into... I for sure didn't go into BLS, but it's there if you need to. You can make it easily. Selene, I think I did in one of my... I did go into this and into the access code, I think once. And the last monster we play is Blossom. Shout out to Travis and Randy for showing me this by accident during another tournament. Travis was playing Despia Dogmatikas and Randy was playing Tri Brigade Melfi's. And when he made him Randy, when he did Maximus, forcing Randy to ditch 2 extra deck monsters, Randy sent this because if this card's sent to the graveyard, you draw a card and then place a card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. So I learned that. I was like, oh, that's neat. So play this for the kind of fix my hand, or I mean, get you an extra card and then you put a dead card from your, in theory, put a dead card from your deck, from your hand back into the deck, bottom of the deck. So I would always send Nadir. I would use Nadir to usually send this, so I can add Fleur-de-Lis, Ecclesia, and then, yeah. So that was nice. I didn't have an extra side deck. I didn't have time to do that, so just ran out of time for... So I played without a side deck that whole tournament. But that's it for the deck. The main deck was 40 cards. Yeah, this is Spellbooks, my favorite deck, my favorite archetype. That's it. If you guys like the video, subscribe, you know the deal. That's a bit. I'll see you guys later.